Okay, tell me, what are you getting issues?
I would like to know this one, like how we can find this one.
How can we find that one?
Yeah, because when I'm
Mhm.
going to the expand, I didn't see the UL tag coming up.
Okay, fine. Okay, can you go to the thing here? Go to the browser. It's a bit tricky again, I told you. Right. So please write something on the two. Okay. Hyderabad showing up. Now right click on that. If you right click and inspect on that, that is gone. That means we're not inspecting the right thing. So in this case, what you have to do, in this case, we need to find them based on the text. So come to the elements, click on the elements tag, the tab, and do Control F.
Control F. Oh,
Yeah. Then type Hyderabad here.
oh, it is here.
Yeah, this might not be the one that you're looking for. Press enter again. Enter again in the Hyderabad. There it is showing 5 matches, right? It's showing 5 matches here. If you see, I don't access your screen.
Where did it show file?
Can you give me like, access to your system? See here, you see 5 matches on searching for Hyderabad.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
so press enter. Now click on this Hyderabad HYD and press enter. If I do enter, it will take me to other match. Yeah, this is the one we're looking for. Hyderabad, India, Rajiv Gandhi Airport.
Right, right, right. Oh, okay. Now I
Okay,
got.
you see then you will here.
Mm, right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so here can you find the X path of this one? Please try to find the X path of this one. You can clear the console here, and you can then do that.
So I could come up to there.
Hmm. This one, you can. It is not very good to take by ID because ID may change because ID is not much meaningful here, right?
Then
ID is
take
not more
file.
than that. Yeah. Can you please take the class here?
I thought of taking class, but class has autocomplete many of them. So
Many of them, right? But
yeah.
again, hold on. Can you minimize this UI UL here?
Minimize my what? UI.
No. UL tag is there. It's been expanded, right? Can you please expand that, collapse that UL tag. You just collapse the li tag. Please collapse UL. There are 3 UL matching, correct?
Right.
Okay. Can you please find based on the autocomplete class? Same matching, obviously. Now, please go to that head, that 2 and type HYD again.
Go to 2 and type HYD.
Yeah, 2 from 2 is there and the UI, right? And the UI, let's see, from 2,
Oh,
here. Please cancel it. Yeah, HYD again. Now you see the difference between the 3 UL. Don't do it, don't click anywhere. Just see what the difference are we seeing on this 3 UL.
only difference is
Mm-hmm.
the display.
Correct. So what we can do is we can write class is autocomplete, and the one that is not having display is none is what we want.
Okay.
The one that is not having display is none. So come back to this inspect window.
Come back where?
Inspect window to the console. Go inspect window. Inspect window, the other one. Yeah. Fine, fine, fine. Come here. So we'll come to this one. Here. Okay. Done, right? Again, press up arrow. The previous one, up arrow. And with this UL, we want to give a different condition. I mean, we want to add a condition to this. What the condition we want to add?
And contains displays.
Correct. Right and. When you want to combine multiple conditions, right and.
And not
Yeah.
contains.
Not. Not is a method, so that should be a method. Not is a method. Yeah. When you start a method, it's better to close the method. Please close it. Okay. Now contains is again a method. Again, give this contains method. Right. All right. Now within that, we give what we want to find. We want to find style. At the style. Style comma within single quote. We should not see displays none. So copy here. Come here. I'm just came here. And we'll copy. Copy this one. Just copy this. You can think of. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm accessing the screen now. There's space before it. We need not have the space. The space in between that should be intact. So in this way, we should find the required one. But it is not finding because all of them are none right now.
Okay.
Now, within this one, we're going to find the first one. So up arrow, the first one is nothing but this li, and first a, right? So how do you do that? Slash slash, because a, that a is, we can just first find first li. All the li are sibling or not?
Yes.
Li 1,
Mm.
right? Slash a. Please take this XPath. So are you getting this XPath now? How are you formulating this XPath?
Yes.
Copy this XPath. When we copy, we should copy within double quotes only. Hmm. Looks like press backspace. One more. Backspace. You're deleting it. Don't delete. Do backspace. Dot C. Yeah, done. Press outside somewhere. Mm, should give another bracket after before dot.
Before that.
Yeah. And after printing HYD, we'll give some wait time so that it will find the required stuff.
Thread
How to give wait?
to the dot
Right.
sleep.
Thread dot sleep. Give some 1000. 1000 means 1 second. No. At throws. T capital only. T capital. It throws a checked exception. That's why it's giving this one. No. Click on that. That throws. Enter. We discussed about throws and try catch, right?
Right.
Fine. Click anywhere outside and save this one in anywhere outside. Control S.
And what is this? I'm getting some say remove current month and all assignments.
We're finding current month, but we are not printing or not using it. That's why it's saying that. Click anywhere, mouse
Oh,
over to that. Unused local variable.
okay.
Mouse over to that. Local variable never used. You did not print that, or you didn't do anything. That's why. You can comment from line number 36 to 40. Don't comment like that. Backspace. Select line number 36 to uh, that one. Press Control Shift and front slash. Right. Save this one. Control S to save. Control S you can do to save. Okay. And run this one. Right click and run. Site is taking more time to load. You can try stopping the site manually. Just click on
Stop.
stop. Yeah, manually. No, not close. That is close. Stop means fine.
There is an empty page open.
Yeah, close this one. Hold on. Let me see why it's opening empty page because of this line number 31. Line number 31.
Mhm.
Comment
Oh,
line number 31. You can take it out. You can take it out. Line 31. Fine. And run this one again. Hmm. Looks like it requires a little bit more time. We can give 5 seconds to it. Let's see what the exception we got there.
Here,
Yeah, what the exception we got?
it's like government info using expat.
Okay. Give some wait time after line number 41, because after line of 41, give some wait time. Enter. Head dot sleep. You can give 3000. Give 3000. Save and give a run. Hmm. Okay. Can you go to Eclipse space? Okay. Share way. Let me see the difference here. We should write style display none. Only none is there in the above.
Um,
Copy this one. Paste there. Control C will do copy. Control V will paste. Control V. Save this and just give a run. Let's see. We'll figure it out. Is that an issue? Okay. Let's see what happened. Let me see in this one.
you want me to open Eclipse?
No, no, no. I'm trying to access this one. Looks like I lost access. Something. Hmm. Okay. It says slash a. Oh, what is this? We're trying to find it. Okay, click on that. Okay, fine. No such element exception. US class autocomplete. Not contains address style. Display none. Slash li. It has to be like this only. See, we should not write all the time. We should copy.
Mm.
In any letter is different, that will make a huge difference. The close. Let's run this one again. Let's see. Right, selector Pune and Hyderabad.
Yes.
Right, because now you saw any letter difference, small letter, capital letter, does make a huge difference.
Right.
Okay, clear on this one? The auto
Yes.
complete.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. Fine. Come back to this today's topic. I'm sharing my screen now. The frame window alert handling. Alert frame window alert. First thing we'll see frame handling. This is a site we need to check. Now let's understand what is frame. Any idea what is frame?
No.
Right. Frame, you can think of it as kind of container. Our website, any website will have at least one frame, that is top frame. What is that?
Top
Top
frame.
frame. Right. So till now, whatever website we have been visiting, they were having, they always the items were in the top frame. If something is in a top frame, we need not do anything. We can just find that. We can click anywhere. We can find anything if we're within that frame. And as that site is having only one frame and we are inside it, so we're able to access the items whatever you want to click. Now there could be something, and how do you know you are in which frame? Example, I'll take website callers. I'll take Facebook. I'll right click here and try to inspect. If I do that, clear. This is a console window, right? This console within the browser.
Mhm.
In the console window, you'll see below that it's top.
Right.
That means we're in the top frame. If
Mm.
I open Salesforce, any site of open and see, let me open this one. Right click, inspect. It is in which frame?
Top.
Top frame. If you inspect this login button also, in which frame?
Top.
Top frame. So we need not worry about it. But coming to this side is having frames. So if you right click here, org dot maybe org ThoughtWorks or Selenium, inspect. It is in which frame?
Package list frame.
right? It is not in top frame, so we cannot access it directly. Likewise, if I open something from here, try to access something, which frame is it in?
Package frame.
Right, right. These are the frames. Now, whatever when I say frame, generally a website will have start with which tag?
HTML.
Exactly. You'll start with HTML tag, right? But when you talk about a frame, the frame itself will have an HTML tag. This is a frame, package frame. Within the frame, we have another website or another web page
Oh, okay.
because it's starting from HTML. So when you are in top frame, we cannot access a frame, an element that is inside another frame. We need to switch to that frame. Okay, so either you are in a frame, it's a different window or a different alert. We want to switch. The first switching we have a method called as switch to.
Okay.
Let's learn about frame here. A frame is a web element that contains an HTML document inside it. We saw. iframe is generally used to insert content from another source, such as advertisement, uh, into a web page. A web designer can change a frame or iframe can be used interchangeably. A web designer can change an iframe's content without reloading the entire site. That means without reloading the entire parent site, the top frame, we can reload another frame because another frame we have a different website. Inside another frame, we can have a different site, you can say web page. We can reload that. So
Okay.
sometimes you see that advertisements pop up, they keeps on changing without you have to reload the entire site.
Right.
Okay. Can website can have multiple frames on a single page. We just saw there are two frames we saw. There could be a third frame as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A frame can also have inner frames. Frame inside a frame is called the inner frame.
Okay.
From an inner frame, outer frame is not visible. If you are inside a frame, outer frame is not visible. But from any frame, top document is always visible. Or top frame is always visible. We can switch to top frame.
But what's that different from inner frame? Outer frame is not visible. So only top is visible, but not any other.
Right. A top is we can switch to top frame. Anything inside top frame is not visible if you are in a different frame.
Okay.
An element will be visible only when the control is inside that frame. We need to switch to that frame in order to access it. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see an example here, like frame, a snapshot here. So in this one, how many frames we have?
4, 5.
And top frame is here, but top frame in general not counted, so you can just ignore it. So from that top frame, how many frames are visible?
All the frames.
No, we can only find the frame that is just inside it. Within top frame, we can see frame 1, we can see frame 2, frame 3, frame 4 is not visible.
Hmm.
Okay, we cannot switch to frame 4 directly. If you have to switch to frame 4, what do you have to do?
We have to switch to frame 1 and frame 4.
Correct. But from any frame, we can switch to top frame.
Okay.
If you are now the control is in frame 4, how do you go to frame 2?
Frame 1 to frame 2.
No. Suppose you are in frame 1. Suppose in frame 1. How do you go to frame 2?
Switch to frame 2.
No. From frame 1, is frame 2 visible? From frame 1, how many frames are visible?
Only 1.
Only one. That is frame 4. Frame 1 won't know that there is some frame 2.
Okay.
if you're in frame 1, you need to go to top frame, then you can come to frame 2.
Okay.
Okay. Likewise, if you're in frame 4 and you have to come to frame 2, from frame 4 you need to come to top frame, then you come to frame 2.
Okay.
If you're in frame 3, how do you come to frame 4?
Top frame and frame 4.
Again, from top frame, frame 4 is not visible. From frame 3, you have to come to top frame to frame 1, frame 1 to frame 4.
Okay.
Because once you come to top, frame 4 is not visible. If I'm in top frame and I ask how many frames are here, it will tell me that only there are 3 frames.
Right.
Right? Correct. So let's do an example. And what are the methods we can use? To find a frame, there are 3 ways: based on the index, based on the name or ID, based on the frame web element. Mostly people use frame name or ID or use web element. Index is not much used frequently. To
Okay.
always come to the main document, top document, you use the method default content.
Okay.
Okay? If you are switching to a frame that frame is not found, you will get no such frame exception.
Okay.
Your website example. First, I want to click on org openq.selenium. Can you find XPath? How can you find? Can I take the text here? Hello?
Yeah. We want to find one. I'm sorry.
I am finding the XPath of this one.
With the target or
You should not find based on the target, because all the elements here will have the target as package frame.
okay, so text.
So a text means nothing but link text.
Right.
Where's the Eclipse? My Eclipse it's here. Copy here. Main method. Control space. Yeah. Here, if you want to sort them, Control Shift F. They will be auto sorted, and it is not the clear trip. The site. And what else? We need to find the. Now this is XPath. Link text. I'll take here by what's that? Selenium link. As it's equals to by dot link text. Okay, not copy that. Okay, and we need to driver dot find element selenium link dot click. Right? We should click on that selenium link or not?
Yes.
Let me run this one. And it comes out, it don't click. What is the reason? The one that we want to click, let me repeat, the one that we want to click, is it in the top frame?
No.
Then something is not in the top frame and will always be by default in the top frame. Can we able to click something that is not in the top
No.
frame?
No.
Obviously no. So first thing is we need to switch to that frame. So let's see, it is which frame?
Package list.
Packages frame. Nothing but this one.
Mm-hmm.
We can find the frame based on three things. What are those? Based on the
Frame, name frame,
name or ID, yeah, and
it's in frame tag.
no, by web element, frame element, yeah, same tag you can say frame element, and what third way, which you don't generally don't use much, based on the index of the frame.
Index. Okay.
So here I am taking the name directly. Before clicking on that, and write driver to switch to dot frame.
We have to switch to top frame, right? Um,
We are already in top frame. We're already in top frame. We need to switch to that particular frame. Then only we can access the element within the frame,
okay.
right? This frame in this one. Within the frame, we have the link. This is within this frame only.
Right.
That is it. Okay. So let me click on this. If I click on Selenium, we should see alert here. Alert should be seen. Okay. Let's see. Then see. Do you see alert there? Do you see alert on the left side?
I see what?
Alert. Alert.
Yes, yes.
There. That means it clicked on here. Where you open Selenium.
Oh, okay.
Now what we want to click on this alert here.
Okay.
What the X path we can take here?
Class interface.
If we take class name interface, all are interface here. So you'll get all of them. So let's see. If you did this.
Text alert.
Yeah. Even though it is very simple, just go copy and paste. If you don't copy, you may make it to small a. If I capital A, it will find. If I make it small a, obviously it won't find. Then you will be hitting your head and why it's not finding, why it's not finding. Obviously, right?
Yes, yes.
See, I'm pointing to the top frame. If I to the package frame, if I select here top frame, I'll not find.
Oh, right.
Right? Now, if I switch back to the package frame, is package list frame or package frame? In the package frame, if I find, I'll find.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm in frame one. Then I clicked on that. After clicking on it, I want to find this. So alright, I can let me hard code this one now. Driver dot find element by dot xpath of this dot click. Will it be able to click on this one alert?
No, we have to switch to that frame.
Switch to that frame. Can you switch to that frame directly?
No, we have to go to top frame and then
Right. How to go to top frame? driver dot switch to dot default content.
Okay.
Then we need to do driver dot switch to dot. We can get by frame name or ID, or you can go. Let's find this one by the element here. By the title, we find this one not by name. We can find by name. I'm just showing you the variety. Let continue. The title is too long. You see here, to switch to, this is showing me three things based on the index, string, that is string name or ID, by verb element. Let's find this one by verb element.
Okay.
Then we'll click on this. Let's see. See, it's clicked on alert. That's why it was showing interface alert. Then let's verify here. Okay, alert interface alert is showing or not. Now, is it in the same frame of this one? Let's right click and inspect. Go to console. Is it in the same frame? Both the things are in the same frame?
No.
No. It was in some package frame, right? Package package frame, and this is in the
Interface.
class frame.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to switch to this from. Let's see what is in which frame. You can take directly class name. Then I do need to driver dot switch to dot frame and do like this.
We have to go to the top frame, right?
Right. I was trying to steal to the default content. Then we can switch to this frame. After switching to the frame, I want to find the bring it down. Take H2 title equal take. I'll take like this. Done. Now my question: if an element we're looking for is not found, what is the exception we'll get?
Frame not found exception.
Element not found. No such element exception you'll get. We've been getting from quite some time, right? Element. Next part of that. So what we'll do is we'll put this one in there. We want to see that is found or not. We'll write here. We can take a boolean variable. Is that is title found. Is a header title found. By default, make it to true here. Okay, and we'll handle the exception here. put try, and we'll put catch here, exception E. You can take exception, right? What is exception between, what is the relationship between exception and no such element exception?
If it can't find the element, then it is no element.
No, I'm asking about the relationship between the exception and no such element exception. If we remember the hierarchy, exception is the top of the exceptions. Any exception will have the parent as exception. I mean, arithmetic exception, null point exception, runtime exception. Any exception will have the parent is exception. That's why parent class reference can hold child class object,
Right.
right? So this, if we write exception here, it can handle any exception.
Okay.
Okay. So if the element you are looking for is not found, you will come to the catch block. In the catch block, will make it to false.
Okay.
If it is found, well and good. It is true. If it is not found, you'll come to the catch block. Clear? Any question, please ask.
No, I'm good.
Let's see some out. Continue. Let has been opened. Else will get here. And then we'll close this one, right? Driver up, close. Opened. If I change the XPath, something like if I give a wrong XPath, it will not find the element. If I give a wrong XPath, it will not find the element.
Right.
Right? And then should come to the catch block. If it comes to catch block, you will this element title field is going to be false here. If it is false in the checking, come to the else block. And it should write alert has not been opened. Right?
Yes.
Make it to this. This is about alert handling. If you have multiple alert, how to so not handling, there is a frame handling. When you have multiple frames in a web page, how do you handle it? The next topic is Windows handling. Will not be able to complete this one, but one thing you can surely do is every window in that is opened by Selenium will have something called as window handle.
Okay.
What's that?
Window handle.
Right. That is a unique number that will be generated for the window. Let's suppose let me open in the site citibank.com. No, not .com. Like Citibank India. So this one, click on login now. See, now if you click on login now, it is opening multiple window,
Mm-hmm.
right? So let's open this site here. Mm, sorry, dive.get, right? It will open the site. Then we'll find the window handle. To find the window handle, this driver dot get window handle is going to get the window handle for this. So it will be a string. Let's print this one as well. Let me write string current handle. You can give any name. I'm just giving like that so that it is easily recognizable. Now, if I open this site, I'll open only one site, correct? So only one window will be open with
Mm-hmm.
Selenium. There is another method to get all the window handles that has been opened by WebDriver. How to get? The method is driver dot get window handles. Get window handle will give us a current window handle. Get window handles is going to give us all the window handle
Okay.
that has been opened in that session of WebDriver. So obviously it's going to give us, as I told you, this window handle is unique. So if something is unique, what will do? Will we go by set or list?
You go by list.
Set. List can have duplicate. Set cannot have duplicate.
Okay.
Did you forget the collection part? Hmm?
Hmm.
Handle the size. How many will get here? Handle size. Obviously one, because we have opened only one window.
Okay.
Yeah. If Selenium opens this one, WebDriver opens, it cannot, don't count these things because this is opened manually or by us in a different session. Even if it is by Selenium in different session, only the one that is in current session that will be valid.
Okay.
Okay? We should not count the previous ones. Okay, let me run this one and I'll close this browser. See, size is only one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the window handle is this one.
Okay.
This is unique ID that will be generated for if you do driver.get window handle. If you get the window handles of all the windows that's opened, now currently only one, that's why you're getting size is one. The method is driver.get window handles. It's going to give us setup string.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So we'll stop here today. Tomorrow we'll see how to deal with multiple windows.
Okay.
Any question till this point?
No.
to discuss about the discuss about autocomplete in detail and frame handling, right? Tomorrow we'll see window and alert handling and few more things, and then we'll move to TestNG.
Okay.
All right, fine. If you don't have any question today, we can stop the session now.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.